The check, as I believe, was $1.50 for each article. And what else did he say? Oh, his teacher. He always wants to make me sound older than him. Helicopters. Helicopters fly over the hills of El Salvador, terrorizing people. GE helicopters with high-tech heat lasers for zapping peasants under fertile vegetation. School kids' drawings in wavy black Crayola show GE helicopters bombing houses on hillsides. 3 old women died of shock when a pilot landed. Tall, in blue suits with press aides carrying leather briefcases, senators leaving GE's Lynn, Massachusetts plant, where they make the engines that fire the helicopters that go to El Salvador, say war's terrible. Announce to workers worried the Army didn't order as many T-707 engines as last year, and hundreds of honest workers might be laid off, no money round Christmas. Senators tell them luck's the day. God renewed contracts for helicopters in Lynn, Massachusetts, and everyone can eat New Year's supper round TV hearing reports of war. And why do we have that war with peasants dying, death squads knocking, burying babies in shallow street graves, helicopters overhead? Why do we have that war with people terrorizing people in El Salvador? And isn't the poverty, disease, disaster a despicable thing? Rape feature. Police today confirmed the woman out jogging on the polished New England preparatory school grounds by the river with the rolling hills and red brick buildings dated 1763, in fact, was not raped. Too bad. There go those headlines. Page 3 stuff. He only bashed her in the head with a blunt instrument 30 times in 10 seconds, leaving wounds severe, but not bad enough for surgery. Still, there's hope, if not reality, the potential for enough intended violence to interest readers and reserve enough open space at the front of the issue to rate a byline. Your angle, the question, why else would a male bludgeon a female unless he intends rape? He may not have finished his business, but it's safe to believe he tried. Impotent prick, some people can't finish anything they start. Go ahead, roll the presses, quote area police chiefs, hens clucking together, women stay home. Or if you must go out, be in groups of 3, so one can run for help rather quickly while the others get trounced. Better yet, call hubby if he'll talk to you. Only bother as a last resort. Police playing poker in the square where Paul Revere hung lanterns near the red brick courthouse lockup. Epitaph for Joan Chatham, number 1. Ready to be ambulanced to Boston for a trip she'd never return from. Dressed in neat stockings and freshly pressed lace around the collar, the woman reminisced. For months, she'd lived in one rooming house after another, occasionally a shelter if the beds were clean. And even then, she'd sanitized the sheets with gasoline and doused a little of it on herself. Lice travel anywhere there's hair. She lost 90 pounds in 5 months, took more medicine than ought to be required to keep any person alive, and lined her pill bottles up across the table to prove it. The prostitutes followed her home. They knew she had stuff to assuage their habits, and they had the money to buy. Her husband, a Jekyll and Hyde personality that society just misunderstood. Summer, he'd walk 20 miles in the sun to see her sick. That winter, he pulled her toenails out with pliers. He daily drank away his $26 an hour salary and periodically turned sane. Recalling her own childhood, she said, "Mom had a baby a year. Staying pregnant wasn't difficult. Never let the men touch me or my sisters, though. Mom was real good that way." She watched my pencil on the yellow pad. She claimed injustice had toughened her beyond vulnerability. Encounter. Golden boy waits in the restaurant, cross-legged in a yellow shirt, California, golden blonde hair. On the outside, placid. She arrives, doesn't see his nerves, but what's for him a tight or natural smile. He wants no commitment, is pulling out of marriage. Don't matter to her. She likes his words, the smile, chest behind the sweater. He's manly, doesn't kill as a boy cried at violence, asks how women perceive this. They leave the restaurant. Should we do it? Shouldn't we? Your place or mine? Who's got the condoms? Kissing by the Cambridge vacant lot, no elegant shelter. Zen people at his place, mafia people at her place, pick his place. Up the stairs, silent brown tweed carpet, big room with a phone. The bedroom, long, narrow room with a window, crystal light, silent trees, a chest, books, notes, wallet, watch on the bureau. Bed on the floor has red sheets, white blanket. The blankets are warm. He has S-curves in his back, across his chest to his knees. She finds them. They settle. Surprising how easy it is with someone you don't know. Or is it that you let yourself know someone you just met and never will see again, better than you know someone you'll see forever? His name's her brother's name, Michael. He says her name wants to give pleasure. It's sex. Don't people know it's sex? They sleep. She wakes up tense. The windows there, trees there, shadows there, Zen people sleeping, golden boys there. Her stuffed gophers not there, clothes not there, housemates not there, rooms not there. He wakes up, puts her to sleep, swings her through 17 orgasms easily. Always was vulnerable after an hour's sleep. Sure is clear why his wife wants him to stay. 5 o'clock and a triangle. Someone walking through the hall with a triangle, waking people. The Zen reveille. The bowing people will not see her. She goes out into the morning night, a time of year when 5 a.m. is dark. Surprise, people on the street. It's not a black, deserted night. Donut store has fresh muffins, brewed coffee, 65 cents, and a waitress eyes her oddly. She eats 2 muffins, fortified to go home. And now I have the pleasure of introducing Mr. Jack Powers. who is responsible for these proceedings and who is a lovely, dedicated, sexy, sensuous, intelligent gentleman.